Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. First off, I hope you're having a magical holiday. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. I have a present for all of you. This is my highest win rate deck of the entire Brothers War set. I go from 92% all the way to the top 700 Mythic rank with this build. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies held within. Then we'll demonstrate all of this within the Mythic rank gameplay against the best decks and players in the world right now, demonstrating all of the unique play lines held within the build. Finally, wrapping up with our deck review, final thoughts, and our beloved pack opening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support myself as a creator and ensure future content continues to come out. Let's take a look at the deck.
It's a new lap record!
Oakley dokley. Here we are. And of course, I do have Simba over my shoulder. Help with the deck tech. He's kind of sleepy right now, getting his rest before the big Christmas party. Talking about the stats of the build in depth in today's outro as well before we get into anything. I think we're sitting right now with like a 71 or 72% win rate, which is phenomenal in the current meta because I don't know if you've been out there, but it's a tough place within standard right now. So mono white Lifegain, 60 card standard, 2.9 average mana value, 25 creatures, 11 non-creatures, 24 lands. So, nothing crazy here. What you'd expect with a mono white aggro deck. We're going to be using Lifegain triggers to accumulate +1/+1 counters on our creatures. And then, a couple different ways as well here as well. So talking about that first, fair and balanced cards are really what make up this build and allow it to be so competitive. Voice of the Blessed is the antithesis of this. A 2/2 for 2, and whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 4 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it's going to have Flying and Vigilance. And then 10 or more counters, it's going to gain Indestructible. So it will be our primary goal to gain life and accumulate +1/+1 counters on Voice of the Blessed. We'll be doing this with the Lunarch Veteran. It's a 1/1, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. We also have the Wandering Emperor for 4 mana with Flash as a 3 loyalty planeswalker, a static ability that allows you to utilize the loyalty abilities at instant speed on the turn that it enters. +1, putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's kind of what we're referencing here. And this counter can still go on Voice, bringing it up to accumulate those counters for that extra ability that it has. It's going to gain first strike as well until the end of turn. -1, creating a 2/2 Samurai with Vigilance. Never bad to create an extra body. And finally, -2, exile a tapped target creature. You gain 2 life. So, this is going to help protect you from your opponent's attackers while simultaneously gaining life. And this is quite nice because now you can use the Voice as a blocker that they thought they could get through, push it up through the life gain while also dunking on another one of their attackers. So, really, really good synergy there. We can also accumulate +1/+1 counters through Kayla's Command for 3. Sorcery speed, choosing 2, creating a 2/2 colorless construct artifact creature token. Putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, it gains double strike until the end of turn. And now that is the key ability that we're leaning on. Search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You gain 2 life and scry 2. So there's a couple of really nice modes here. First off, if we have Lunarch Veteran, the creation of the construct will trigger it and then enhance or in turn trigger the Voice of the Blessed, right? We can also put the +1/+1 counter directly on Voice of the Blessed, giving it double strike. Now this is nice because it can gain flying. That evasion will help us get some fairly consistent damage into our opponent. And then, of course, if we wanted, we could just gain life to have the Voice triggered, automatically, and then scrying 2, setting up our future turns. We have a combination of clerics and angels in the deck. It works well. It is a angel tribal deck leaning on Giada, Font of Hope, but the clerics are too powerful to ignore. As a 2/2 with Flying and Vigilance, each other angel creature that you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel that you already control. Very, very powerful as we have, you know, multiple angels in the build. We can also tap it to spend 1 mana to cast an angel spell, which allows us to ramp out pretty quickly. So, you know, attacking with vigilance and then tapping it for that extra mana. The Inspiring Overseer is one of these angels, a 2/1 with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, gain 1 life, draw a card. This is really good. The cantrip of drawing a card and the life gain is, you know, absolutely incredible with Voice of the Blessed. And now it's a double life gain if you happen to have the Lunarch Veteran in, right? So you can see how easy it is to accumulate these +1/+1 counters. We have a Serra Paragon for 4 as a 3/4 with flying, and once during each of your turns, you may play a land card from your library, from your graveyard, or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains when this permanent would be put into the graveyard from the battlefield, exile it, and gain 2 life. So, you know, lands from the grave or creatures with mana value 3 or less from the grave. Sorry, still recovering from my cold, LOL. It's getting better though. And this will allow us to replay anything that our opponent removes early game, right? So, you know, they're going to, once they realize you're leading on life gain, dunk on the Veteran, dunk on Voice of the Blast, and, you know, they're going to auto dunk on Font of Hope because these are very good cards. And then the Paragon hits and you just replay them, right? So you've kind of drained their removal from their hand and then brought back your creatures. It's just good value. We have the Archangel of Wrath for 4, a 3/4 with lifelink and flying, and when it enters the battlefield, it can deal 2 damage to any target for each time it was kicked. It has a kicker for a black source and a kicker for a red source. It is a mono-white deck, but we've splashed in the Forge and the Cave to allow us to kick the Archangel. We don't mind dealing damage to ourselves because the amount of life gain that we do have is fairly obsessive, and it's not really ever a problem for us. Our final angel will be the Steel Seraph. This is a 3/3 for 3 via prototype and a 5/4 for 6 as it's organic. With flying, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains your choice of flying, vigilance, or lifelink until the end of turn. This is really, really good, right? So we can give something lifelink, and obviously the voice is getting stronger every turn as we do accumulate more life. It's not uncommon to have it be, you know, a 7/7, a 10/10, and then it's got lifelink. That's a lot of life that we've now gained ourselves in an aggro meta. So the sustainability or the mitigation of damage from our opponent through the life gain is just fantastic and a really, really easy way to win most of our games. Okay, so, you know, that's a lot of what we're doing, meat and potato style. Let's talk about filling around the edges with some interaction. Lay down arms. 2 copies of this for 1 sorcery speed. Exile target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of planes you control. Its controller will gain 3 life. We used to run 4 copies of this before we added the dual lands. I still really like it. You know, it's actually not that bad. However, it is up to debate, and we'll talk about it as we wrap up. But my win rate is so high. We're performing so well with the deck, and it's working here and there. So, you know, I'm leaving it for now. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But again, we're going to continue to discuss that as we wrap up today's video. Soul Partition. Now, this is a big one. For 2 mana, instant speed, exile non-land permanent. As long as it remains exiled, they can replay it. If it was your opponent's, they have to pay 2 additional. Okay, so we can A, protect our own creatures, but B, we can push the Emperor back to our hand to reutilize the -2. Wow. And then we can push the Archangel back to our hand to reutilize the kicker. Wow. You know, just fantastic. Not to mention the Overseer, life gain, and a draw. Really, really nice opportunities to be bouncing our own, well, not bouncing, but exiling them to be replayed to gain, you know, more value from our deck, which is really nice. And of course, you know, you can exile your opponent's Shoulder It or whatever's in your way there as well. So it's really nice as it's, you know, doubling as an offensive and a defensive spell. Take up the shield. Instant speed for 2, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It's going to gain lifelink and indestructible until the end of turn. Lifelink, indestructible. Sign us up, dude. So this is fantastic. You know, it's going to help accumulate those +1/+1 counters here as well on the voice if you need. We have an Eiganjo, 4 damage to attacking or blocking creature. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then 15 planes. You know, it's a very basic deck. It's a very easy deck to play. And I think you'll like it. We're going to break down, you know, these play lines a little bit more in depth within the Mythic meta here. And then, of course, wrap up with our final thoughts and pack opening. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe even consider becoming a YouTube member for access to that exclusive Sunday stream, which I believe is today. Oh, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Beautiful. Cheers. Have a magical day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And let's play some Magic, baby. Going first. Let's keep 7. We have the land to kick the Angel, which I definitely appreciate. I think we might even just slam it early. Right? For 2. Slam the Angel. It's a 4/5. Wandering Emperor up next turn. No removal. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. How do you not? YES. Yes, 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 yes. Damn, dude. What's mine say? Says no treasure for you. I don't really mind giving them life since we just turbo dunked. We're in the air as well. This keeps them away from anything too scary. First strike, say Ayo. They have the thing to return it to play. Guaranteed. And I just messed up. Nope. Never punished. They did have that 1 black mana up, so they could have, brought it back as the non-prototype variant. Ay, 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 papi! We lose the creature, we lose our walker, which is devastating. And we smash for lethal. Good game. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Going first with the best possible hand. And we'll still lose. I kid. Well, I mean, welcome to Magic, right? It's not an easy game. I wouldn't play it if it was easy. You know, I don't do easy things. I like to challenge myself. Always have. In the easiest way, of course. You know, make YouTube content. Very challenging, but, incredibly easy. Play a children's game. Incredibly challenging, but also, it's pretty easy. Oh, we like to have fun, chat. Can I get a vroom vroom? Steel Seraph, one of my favorite cards. And mono red, you're going to have fun with this one. You're going to enjoy that, aren't you? And now it's a 4/4. It escapes my damage. No! No! I can hear it coming through the monitor. Oh! Well, that's rude. If only I had a backup. Hey, they've got a blocker. That's good for them. And the situation goes from bad to worse. Oh, they take it. So they're really relying on a mechanized warfare. Little Fennex here. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's good. They leave it. They use the excavator instead, which I can definitely just block Kumano. And goodbye, mono red. It's not fair. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to play mono red. Going first with a less than desirable starting hand. You know what we do with those? We toss them back. And this is even worse, believe it or not. You can go for now. Well, you can go for now. Looking for some good top decks here. It's gonna be a little weird. Mono red. And we are playing suboptimal. Now's your chance, Mono Red. You can do it. Thank you for the follow. I truly appreciate that. I mean, if we can just curve out and double kick this angel, I'll be fairly pleased. We do need a black source. Playing swamp. Jesus. There it is. Ayo, River. Should have played the forge there, I guess. But we need to wait till 5 anyways. Actually 6, so we have plenty of time. I will trade with anything I can. Oh no, don't get the opportunity. Hit for 4 to 13. Ta-da. It's 12. Ooh. Ooh! They're doing it. Stop it. Bro. I know they have a spell, so I'm taking the prowess. Ranks the 2/2 wouldn't have been able to block it. It's still a lot of damage. We gain 2 life to 12, which does help tremendously. And this is what I like to call the world breaker. I would like to wait till next turn, but, you know, desperate times and all that. And we can utilize this plus counter, which is going to be extremely helpful. And at this point, I think we can just yell out, "Ayo, River!" and call it a good match. What do you do against a 4/5 with lifelink? You know? Dude, you've used all your cards. Exactly! Woohoo! Going first with, did I mention the perfect starting hand? Well, not perfect. Obviously, we could have double strike, but you don't want to let us go first. And, you know, they probably have removal. So, perfect hand only gets us so far, right? I wonder if there's any black with that green. Maybe some red with it? This could be a quick one. Double life gain. Down to 14 because they're going to keep that Gala up. I think they might have traded the Lunarch because they know how important that is to me. An Opportunist makes a Power Stone, right? Okay, so Cityscape Leveler. Stuff like this. Maybe we should have offered the trade? We're going to double drop. We go in the air with Vigilance. The voice goes first. Ay, 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 papi. Sorry, bro. H gonna give it to you. Down to 7, lethal next turn. What you got, Willis? They never do, bro. They never do. It's just not the greatest hand, but I think we still keep it. Ay, ay, ay. Here comes the Doogie. Which means turn 3 Lily. And that's a terrible, terrible thing for us. It's removal regardless. I guess we have the Paragon. Yup. Dang, Doogie. Ding, ding, Doogie. Bad news, Bears.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Ay, ay, ay. This is not good. Shoulder, turn 4, let's go. They're like, no, 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 I'll take it easy. We'll just remove your creatures continuously. I'll discard a partition. Shield could be good. Oh, they're just holding up instant speed removal? You're a legend. I kind of want to kick this. We're going to offer it as tribute. It's more important for us to prioritize the Paragon. Right, we've got creatures in the grave. I wonder why they didn't... Oh, they must have just drawn that, I guess, then. That's why. And hopefully we can outlast their removal. Down to 11, though. That's, you know, again, pretty close. Oh, man, we should really wait. What are the chances I get that 6th land? We need to protect this. Do we have a 1-drop even? No. Ah, Poppy, bastard. They have 3 invokes in hand, just waiting for a land. Please. That's not funny. We toss 1 Soul Partition. Grab the Doogie. We pray for the land. Actually, no, that's really bad. They don't want to discard, hey? Interesting. Okay, so give me my land. Give me a creature. Go ahead. We can not block. The Menace is going to stop that. Ouch. So the Serra Paragon's becoming less viable. They take a 4-drop, which is good.
Don't overthink things.
Tossing a draw engine. Now that is interesting. Down to 7. Eiganjo. Okay. Let's take out this trespasser. Gain some life. I see my opportunity to take the trespasser, and I thought it was good. They had even more removal, though, and here's a sacrifice.
Off you go.
Definitely gaining the advantage. They blitz the Doogie. Down to 3. Good game. You go first. Thank you, Arena. It's almost like it's Christmas. Almost like it's Christmas? Bro. Let's go. If they don't have removal, this has to be counterspell. Or they remove the voice. Yeah, okay. Good for you. I mean, you got to expect the top 1,000 players got some game, right? Slows us down. It's Christmas for everybody, not just us. We're looking for that 4th land. Oh. Freaking disrespectful, dude. Ay, 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 papi. Grixis is a great deck. Very good. These are better to hold on to. There's no way they don't just dunk on both our creatures, though. We're playing at an extreme disadvantage here. Ay, ay, ay. We have to just like go crazy about this damage. Die, die, die! Keep in mind, we've already been blasted with the field wipe here. Hopefully there's not another. Well, that's good because a secondary blood token. Nothing kill a Paragon. Can we get a colored land off the top? Kiki Jiki is just a great card, yeah? Where's that 5th land, you know, when you need it? It's too bad. We could have maybe laid down the Arms of Harvester, but then they can just copy the Corpse Appraiser. It's like, not great. I don't think they're going to sack it because they want to copy it too with Kiki, right? So it just doesn't make sense. We need a colored land. That would be fantastic. We run 8 of them, which is like a lot of our land total, so 12 planes and then 4 of each, so 1/3. Or it's more than that, isn't it? It's like 60%. Oof. Don't you? They just want the frickin' Tertiars, Doogie. And they can deal 3. They have Brotherhood's War. You know what, dude? It's all yours. Go for it. Brotherhood War only does 3 damage. But they don't want to kill their own reflections either, though, right? That seems weird. Oh, it's Invoke. Invoke these. Nice, dude. We love Invoke Despair. Oh, it's a Blade Coil. Coming out of left field. I lose my Angel and now top deck the right land? That would be funny. This is fantastic. Ayo, River! That's double life gain. We're in the air. I think we might hit for lethal. Ay, 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 Papi. Not like this. Not like this. What's in that hand, chat? I think we've got it. Goodbye, Corpse Appraiser. What is it, Doogie? Did you get it? Woo! Right? Oh, yeah. Going first with like a super suboptimal hand. Not playing till turn 3? Whoa, that's bad. Playing on turn 1, 2, and 3? Wow, that's good. See how easy that was, chat? Mulligan. That's super skill. That's like a superpower in Magic. Now, I should toss the land and top deck another land, but I'm not really feeling... Well, actually, yes, I super do that because this acts as a land itself. I can't guarantee that I need that right now. But I also don't mind paying life. And I might need it later. Right? Bully for you. Now watch them do it again, and I tossed the land. Oh! Okay, okay, wow. It's gonna be a 4-4, quite formidable. Stop it, dude. That's not funny. I liked it. Let's hit for 2 again. Just rinse and repeat. Would be cool to get a land, you know? Probably shouldn't have thrown that one away. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
One of your friends has to leave.
Dang, that sucks. It's a legendary, though. A little bit of life link on the side. Push up the voice of the blessed. Goodbye, Lily. See you later.
That's my cue to leave.
Oh, invoke these, you know? Get freaking invoked, Doogie. You're a legend. What an absolute legend. We can Soul Partition the Steel Seraph because I have a creeping suspicion that it's going to get blasted here. Ooh. Oh, and then they invoke. Wow. Real original, bro. Chain invoke. I'll take it back. I'm sorry. I'm just... Mono Black's a good deck. I get easily offended. Okay. They're drawing. Not attacking. They could have crewed and attacked. Land off the top. I mean, we need to get really lucky with the next turn here. Down to 11, and then down to 7. We go up to 27. It would look like we're in a good position, but Black has a lot of removal. And they know it too. They're like, where is it? I've drawn twice. I've not... Ooh. Is that almost good game? It depends if they attack. They can't attack. What is happening? They knew they had to do that to stay alive. I don't care about Shoulder, do I? Yeah, I do, because they can draw. Woo! LOL. Woof. Okay, so I'm killing it with the deck. We are performing better than you would expect. So thoughts. I think Lay Down Arms maybe can be cut since we're utilizing these dual lands as it's less effective, right? But at the end of the day, what do you need to exile worth 7 mana? Is that even in the meta right now? I don't know. I mean, as long as we can get rid of the Kiki Jiki, it seems to be fine. So I'm going to allow it to stay. I would love your feedback. I'm kind of torn mentally here. Like, the deck's performing so well, but at the same time, I have questions about this card, as I even mentioned in the intro here. So let me know what you guys all think about Lay Down the Arms. And of course, any other thoughts and opinions you may have here. Let's take a look at the stats for the build. If I can get those up for us, please and thank you, HGG. Give it a quick refresh. And then we are into the stats. Now, this is what is really interesting here, is how well the deck's performing. Going literally parabolic here in Mythic right now in the current meta, a 71% win rate. Currently, over all 4 versions of the deck, which we've been playing since the beginning of Brothers War, we have 62%. That's not bad. 56, 34, almost 8 hours playtime. That's pretty good data. And you know what? We're beating mono red, we're beating mono black, we're beating mono white. Now, these are the most predominant decks in the meta that you'll run into right now. And we're doing it. Soldiers, it's 50-50 who goes first. Grixis, one of the best decks in the meta, very hard to beat, but we can grind it out sometimes. Rakdos, you never stood a chance. And then Esper, I just cannot stand Rafine. It's a very good card, but we're not seeing it a lot. And talking about not seeing it a lot, mono blue. In 8 hours playtime, I've only seen mono blue once. Once, chat. Where did mono blue go? I cannot find a mono blue opponent. And when we do, we beat them. So that was the most interesting thing for me, data-wise. Of course, if you're interested in my profile for Untapped, it's available to everybody who supports the channel within the VIP chat in Discord. So if you support on Twitch or on YouTube or on Patreon, and you don't already have access to that, just link your Discord. It's really easy. Boom. Discord, user settings at the bottom. Bingo, bango, bongo. connections, link your account, right? So with that being said, it's time to bust open our beloved pack, right? It's my favorite time. And this has almost become a big reason to make these videos, right? I get to open a pack with like every day as an excuse. No, it's for the video. It's not for me. It's for the video. Get out of here. What do we have? The Crawler, Psychosis Crawler as well. Interesting. We love the art cards. They should almost all be full art. Full art planes, which is pretty cool as well. Stern Lesson. I like this card. I think it's good. The Dig Site. Interesting. Pallbearer. The Gift I like. Defiance. At least it draws a card. Same as Audacity there. Armor. Bushwhack. Ivory Tower. Oh, Fade from History. What a whiff. What a giant whiff. And the Transmogrant Altar Holographic. Ay, papi. It was not a very kind Christmas for me. We get a Fade from History, though, and at least it's cute, right? At least we like the art. A couple little bearsies. Whoa. Thank you so much for watching. Have an absolute magical holiday, and we'll see you soon in the next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.